Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And I want to welcome my good fiends of the Horror Heals podcast. Is horror good for mental wellness? But of course it is.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Heals. I'm Kendall, and this is part 2 of our conversation with Spooky Kisses. This episode really just feels like sitting around talking horror with somebody who completely gets it. Haunted attractions, conventions, scare actors, weird horror memories from childhood, all the stuff that horror fans can talk about for hours without getting bored. And we also get into something Corey and I always come back to on this podcast, which is how horror communities can become real communities. The friendships people make at conventions, the families that form inside haunt casts, the feeling of finally finding people who understand your weird little niche interests and fully embrace them. There's also a lot of chaos in this one. Corey tells a story about practically carrying another human being through a haunted attraction because a chainsaw guy scared him so badly. We talk creepy kids in horror houses, horror conventions like Monster Mania Con and Silver Screen Con, and why horror fans are some of the most loyal people you'll ever meet. This conversation just made me want Halloween season immediately. Here's part 2 with Spooky Kisses.
I don't know the types of scares that you like when you go to a haunted attraction, but I'll tell you, there were 2 times that I was genuinely like, what the F? The first time was, and so back when I was a journalist, that because St. Louis had several of these, there was like a media night where they rented a school bus with kegs of beer in it and drove us around to the different haunts, and we're drinking on the bus between each one. So we go through this one, and they've got the fluorescent lights and you're wearing the 3D glasses and stuff, so it's all jumping at you. One of the haunt actors was missing a hand, legit missing a hand, but he had it all painted. The end of it was all painted in neon and stuff. And I was a little bit tipsy at this point, but he was literally wanted you to like touch it,
shake his hand.
Yeah,
oh,
and so
weird.
I'm like, and then when I did, I could feel the bones moving, and I'm like, it's a nub. You've got a nub. And he just started cracking up. He loved it. The other time, right before we moved to California, I was the best man in my childhood best friend's wedding, and he was a professional wrestler. So first we went to the professional wrestling in St. Louis to go see that, and then we went to a haunted attraction. And there was
What a crazy night.
yeah. We didn't even do the strip club. It was wrestling and scares.
Wrestling attraction. What else could you ask for?
We walked into this room, and of course it was like, who knows what the lighting was like, but there's a rocking chair, there's this doll going back and forth. It wasn't a doll. It was a legit little person who jumped off the chair and came at you. I'm like, whoa.
And you're like, ah! Yeah, that's pretty scary. That would freak me out. I think the thing that freaks me out, and I say this a lot, but what really freaks me out is when people crawl on the floor and they make baby noises, and they're like, I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Because that really freaks me out.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Like I said before, I'm not a kid person, and especially babies freak me out, and little kids freak me out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We took our niece and nephew, are twins, and thankfully not the creepy kind, but when they were kids, we took them to a haunted attraction. And I don't remember how exactly it went down, but one of the scare actors tapped Kendall on the shoulder and said, what's his name? Referring to our little boy nephew. And then he jumps ahead 2 rooms or whatever. And all of a sudden all you hear is,
oh, I know.
Shake,
Yeah, it's wicked scary. It must have scared him
That
so
was
bad.
great.
I'm sure if the lights were on, there would be a damp spot.
Well, I knew it was going to happen, and I peed myself. So I'm just saying, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's wicked scary when they do that. Yeah. What are you guys looking forward to the most? Is there any are you going to any hunt conventions or anything like that?
I love the Monster Mania conventions in New Jersey. I love the New Jersey Horror Con. Yep. And then I'm sure they're going to do the Silver Scream again in Worcester. And it's put on by the guys from Ice Nine Kills. And it's just, I think it's only their third. I think this will be their 4th one.
Oh, wow. I'll try to check it out.
Yeah.
I'll try to go.
We're close enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll carpool, right?
We'll go together. I think, but you guys are up there. I think that you're out of the way, but that would be fun.
And I'll tell you this, they're really tight with all the Terrifier folks. They're usually all
right.
there.
I know, because they're in the they did a Terrifier video.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. It was well done. Very well done.
Yes.
I was like, wow, that's nice. Because they've been trying to be musicians for years and years and years and years. And they used to go to like Lollapalooza. This is what I read about. I don't know this personally. Like, it's not firsthand. I saw it on a documentary or whatever, that Ice Nine Kills was like, they would go to Lollapalooza, whatever, and try to hand out CDs in the parking lot and, you know, and stuff like that. They've been trying to be, they're like, we're going to be big stars. We're going to be big stars. And it took them forever to get where they are now, you know, which is great. That's great.
Yeah, no, I think
It's organic.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
it's organic. It took them a long time, but they did it. They didn't give
I think
up.
they're going to have a big year. Yeah, no, and that at this event they also do like a concert there too, like an outdoor concert. So like
that's pretty cool.
Ice Nine Kills will play and a bunch of other.
Yeah,
it's almost it's a little bit like they've kind of inherited the Rock and Shock sort of format,
right?
And put their new spin on it, but awesome convention. So yeah, it's
that
definitely one for
fun.
you to check out for sure.
So you guys, that's like more of a thing for you guys, is the conventions more than anything else, you think? Or?
I like the conventions just because I first started going to them.
Because I saw the pictures of you guys getting autographs. You have all like the autographs.
Oh.
So I was an entertainment journalist for 15 years, and so got to interview a lot of cool people, Robert Englund and Heather Langenkamp, and all the icons and stuff. And I started collecting autographs back then. So like when I was young, I think I was still in high school, maybe college, Elvira came, to Darkness and did like an autograph signing and stuff. So that's where I first started getting into the whole collecting thing. And that sort of continued when we were living in California.
Oh, yeah.
And California has some amazing oricons.
You're like, oh, yeah, we have tons of autographs.
But
we have tons of them.
They're different than the ones out here in the East Coast in that because it's California, and a lot of them are in the Southern California, the LA area. You're getting more of the prop builders and the makeup artists and stuff, which is another cool aspect of it, because you'll see people get transformed from head to toe. But it feels more like a comic book convention in that it's not like the community is there. Like out here on the East Coast, it's like I'm in all of the horror con fan groups and stuff, and these are people like one of the main reasons that people go time and time again, right? Is to see their friends.
Yeah, all your friends, see everybody that's in sense. Yeah, that's pretty.
So that's it, and that's really that sense of community. Like I consider myself pals with some of these people.
The community is tight, and I know that, and they're very loyal, right? Like once they like whatever star, whatever book, whatever movie it is, franchise, they are really solid.
Yes.
Because when I first started on YouTube, I made friends with not all, but like different horror people that were doing reviews of horror movies and stuff like that. Because it'd be like, I would go in their little signing thing and you go, because social media is supposed to be social, and it is. So you'd be like, they would watch your videos and you would watch their videos. And so you just write in their thing. And you guys could do that too, to make your YouTube a little bit more known, and you just get to know all the horror people. And they are really loyal people and
absolutely
nice,
yeah,
really nice.
And just so passionate. Like it's so interesting for me to see. And like our youngest niece is, she's gotten into horror over the last few years. And like the last time I was back in St. Louis visiting with her, she had just done like a marathon of all the Scream movies. So that's like where for us, it's like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. For Gen Z or some of the alphas, it's the Scream franchise. Yeah. And when you see one of these like 12 or 13-year-old kids, get to meet the Scream actors, they get to meet Neve Campbell or Skeet Ulrich, and just like the tears, like they can't even speak.
Oh my God,
when meeting them, it's just like
the Beatles.
Like, wow, like this is their thing,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So like with our show, we're just going to take it further. I think so. We're going to go on the road. We have season 3 is going to come out this fall, and it'll probably, if we don't know where it's going yet, because we have that thing in the works.
Sure.
So worst case scenario, it just goes on Amazon, like how we were doing. But most likely it's going to go someplace else, and it'll be exclusive, and it'll be a horror network. So that's all I can say.
So cool.
But I love that because we do all we can to spread the word to people. Because like my mom's, I don't like horror, and my 2 office coworkers, neither one of them like horror. Like maybe a little bit of horror adjacent stuff, but we talk about horror all the time because
all the time.
One, like the creativity there.
No, listen to me. I'm going to talk about horror.
Yes. Shut up. Sit down. Listen.
We're always going to have.
Listen to me.
There's always going to be the remake. Yes. There's always going to be the remakes.
You don't like it so much.
But it's like the creativity in the originals that are coming out now. It's really good storytelling. And legit, like I do believe, as Kendall said, coming home after a crappy day at work and putting on like a familiar favorite just to watch. Oh, I can't wait to see this kill coming up. It's going to make me feel good. Or you just, it takes your mind off what's happening. There's a lot of real life horror happening in the world right now. So it's great to be able
it's really hard to take. Yeah, it's nice to escape into some faker or even serial killer documentaries. I'll watch a lot of those because it's like it's better just to put your head someplace else. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah. I agree with that 100%. It's nice to just escape. But then sometimes I'll watch so much stuff about like real crime besides horror that I'm scared to like glue that. Because I'm only 5'1". I don't weigh much. Somebody could just pick me up and I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I want to.
They'll steal you.
We're living in a legit horror movie. Right?
Yeah.
We're living through the
you're not allowed to
right
say
now.
little anymore, right? It has to be little people. Oops. Oh well. Sorry, people that are small. I didn't mean to insult you. Yeah, so we have big things coming with the show. There's other ideas. There's another thing that we're working on, project. We're trying to, if we get this other thing that we want in exclusive, then we're trying to work on another show that it will still be gritty and it'll still be funny and it'll still be haunt related, but it's another kind of way to do it. It'll still be me as a host, but it's different though. Like I can't really say any more than that. We have too many secrets I know going on right now. But what I'll do is I'll come back if what happens. Yeah. And you guys will be really excited about it too, because I know you will.
Cool. We'd love to have you back on.
And it would be exciting because then I'll be able to talk about it. But we really like what we're doing. It is exhausting sometimes when we're out on the road, but we really like it. It's a lot of fun. We meet a lot of people and everybody that we meet. I remember, going back to being bullied and junk like that. Remember you were saying that before? When we first went to Field of Screams, I was terrified because what we'll do is research the owners and research it. I won't want to see the inside because I want to be surprised. Sure. But like we'll sort of research the owners and read about them and see different things that they've said on interviews and stuff like that. And the two guys that own Field of Scream, they're brothers, and they look like somebody that made fun of me in high school, right? So I was like really scared. I was like, I don't know if I want to go here. But they were so nice because they're enthusiastic. Yeah. They're also perfectionists, like how everything has to be,
Oh my gosh.
And even though you're going through in the dark and nobody sees it, they still have to make it perfect and everything, They're so into it. And you can't blame them. It's their business and that's what they want to show.
It's their baby.
And passion.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
It's their dead baby.
But we want to keep doing it. And we want to, hopefully we'll just get bigger and bigger. And that's what we hope for. We want to be more for the normal people, not just haunters. That's where we're going with it. Sort of like, remember those movies that was like Shaun of the Dead and all those?
Yes.
I love those.
Yeah.
So it's sort of funny, but it's sort of, so we're kind of on that wavelength, I think, because there are some funny parts of the show and how it's edited. But like, I just, I want to go that way. What we really, really, really want to do is be more than the haunt industry, be more than that, and just regular people. Because look at how many people go to haunted attractions. So we just figure that hopefully it will take off. I mean, we've done a lot for where we are at the moment, but we're just really hoping to be bigger. That's what we really, really, really want to do. Like you guys. So it's like, and you guys will be bigger too. So it's like, you can never underestimate anybody. You never know what's going to happen.
That's right.
You never know.
And I think it would behoove you.
Very popular. They're very popular.
I think it would behoove you guys to try to do some filming at one of the Monster Mania conventions in Cherry Hill. It's not a crazy long drive for one.
We would like to, but it's just the editing. Like what happens with our show? I don't know if you've really looked at it. The editing takes forever. Yeah. And so if we did a horror convention, which we wouldn't mind doing, what would happen is it would only be YouTube. So it wouldn't go on Amazon and stuff because it wouldn't be in line. With that. So it's a lot of work for to finish all the shows that we have in backlog
Sure.
And then that I would like to. I like to do more stuff. But see, I'm just the jerk with a microphone. I'm not.
I hear you.
Can't. If I do it, it'll be crap. And they'll be like, no, we can't use that. We can't use that. So I'm working with a perfectionist who is every little thing, every little.
Yes.
And so because of that, I mean, I can do this. I could do podcasts, stuff like that. I could go to haunted stuff by myself and just go around and be like, hey, this is fun. But just to actually film it is, I would like to, but it's just the time and the energy and making it perfect. You know, but definitely, I think that the one thing that's sort of sucky about what you do and what I do is that social media is such a big part of it.
Yeah.
Because we don't like, oh, if we go to an Amazon and we do this, or say if we got Travel Channel and Discovery Channel, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. They're like, well, what are your numbers on? What are your numbers on Facebook? What are your numbers on Instagram? What are your numbers?
Yeah.
So go by that.
Yeah, no, that's what we're dealing with now. And we can,
it's hard
with the other podcast because I did some research this week on the other podcast. We're in that really sweet spot right now where
that's great.
We're trending like top 5% globally.
Oh,
so
that's
like now it's time to like the next step. You know?
Yeah, branch out and do something that you super love and make that really popular and big and everything. And you can do it. Yeah,
absolutely. And we're hoping because there are opportunities for us to tie the two podcasts together, and we've done that. So like we're hoping that Horror Heels can kind of ride on the coattails of Family Twist because Family Twist is starting to take off, you know, in a big way. Yeah. And so, and what's kind of funny is when we interview international guests, like Halloween and some horror stuff hasn't necessarily always been big in some countries that we, people usually English speaking countries, but it's growing. It's becoming like, the cousin that's living in Cyprus right now, they were living in Prague, and their apartment at the main level was a horror-themed tavern. Yeah. In Prague.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's something that I'd like to do. I think in the future, this wasn't the other show that I was talking about, but in the very more future, I would like to do kind of like creepy travel where you go to like Dracula's castle or you go to that thing like that. Yeah. And then you just sort of, but the thing is, I like to be funny and I got to bounce off somebody. And I think, it's hard because you're talking to historians and stuff.
Exactly. Okay. But we try to add humor and levity into it as well.
You have to.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
So I know that we mentioned the final question that we always ask is, who's your favorite final person? Are you sticking with Art from Terrifier 3 or does there somebody else jump to mind?
Yeah, I got to stick with Art from Terrifier 3. And I would say the Ring Girl, but she freaks me out too much. She's so scary. She comes out of the TV and everything. She's too scary.
All right.
And I really hope that Art the Clown kills me one time. That would be awesome. Got
to shoot for the dream, right?
If somebody asked me on a different podcast, if there was a movie about you, who would you want to play you? This is a tough question.
Oh, who would I want to be me?
You guys.
In a movie. That's a tough one.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So when they asked me, I was like, I don't know, but I thought about it, and I think Kathy Griffin in a purple wig.
Oh, okay. I can see that. And so somebody did jump to mind, whatever, because he was like one of my like horror crushes or whatever. Like if you were ever to have here's your hall pass or whatever, I don't know if he would still be, but for a time it was Justin Long. And I think part of it was because he gets killed so brutally in every horror movie that he's on. Like Jeepers Creepers, the very end, you find out that the creepers killed him and stolen his eyes. You know?
If you were going to get killed in a horror movie, how do you want to die? That's another tough one.
Oh, gosh. I think I got to go old school machete decapitation.
I love how you've said that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So if you were killed in a horror movie, how do you want to die?
Gosh. Oh, you know what I love? I love the, is that from Nightmare on Elm Street where the Freddy kills them from under the bed and pushes the...
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's from Friday the 13th. That's Kevin Bacon.
Oh, that's right.
Kevin Bacon getting a knife through his throat.
Yes.
Kevin
Let me re-say that. Yeah.
And same question. If you were in a movie, who do you want to play you if you could have anybody play you in a movie? Your movie.
Huh.
Now, when Kendall and I first started dating, and this is going back a million years ago, I thought he resembled Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
Like the LA Confidential.
When I had hair.
When he had hair and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you don't mind me saying, I think Guy Pearce would do a good
I
Kendall.
think I would take that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. I had said Kathy Griffin in a purple wig.
Oh,
We love Kathy.
we love Kathy,
I
but
do too.
yes,
Even though she's controversial, but
she wishes she looked like you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're assuming you haven't had as many facelifts as Kathy.
Oh,
has.
God.
She
I need
brags
one.
about it.
Oh, I need one.
Yeah. Her ears are meeting in the back of her
They're
head.
all the way in the
now.
back of her head.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I
Those
think
are
she
fake
looks
ears that we
smart.
see on stage.
I'm sorry. That's
Oh,
rude.
I think it's good.
Hey, if anybody's going to get a kick out of that, it's Kathy.
I know.
Oh, that's true. She could take a joke.
She
Oh,
can
sure
take a
good.
joke.
She's
can
sure
take a joke.
good.
Awesome.
So, who's the weirdest person you ever interviewed?
Oh.
Weirdest. Oh, man.
It's me. No, I'm
Yes.
kidding.
Yes. That's
No.
the answer.
I'll tell you who it is. They're tied. Andy Dick and Steve-O. And this
Oh,
is
my
when they were
interviewed
both on
Warren
drugs.
Dick?
They were
Oh,
both
he was
on
on
drugs.
drugs.
Oh, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
I know. So,
Allegedly.
he's a
Steve-O
freak, right?
admitted during the interview that he was on
Wow.
something. at the
It's
time.
hard
Andy
to
did
believe
not.
somebody on drugs, I would think.
But they were both unhinged. Let's just put it that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
The weirdest person I had to interview, and she's weird with everybody, but I love her anyways, is Kim from Kim's Crypt, because she's like out
Oh.
there. You know
Yeah.
her? Do you know her?
Yes. Yeah, we
Because-
don't know her, but we know
No.
her. Yeah.
You know
I
her?
know who she
Well,
is.
because she's awesome and she's a lot of fun. She's a drummer also, but she's like all over the place, and you kind of have to like rope her in, like come on, because she's so like almost like, I don't know if you remember like back like when we were kids, like Wolfman Jack or something. They just kind of spout things. They say
Yeah.
things
Yes.
like they just like almost like radio talk, like a
Yeah.
So if you want to have like a real conversation, you have to, it should be like, hey, Kim Crypt from KimCrypt.com here. And like, you have to be like, oh, okay, let's go. Like,
Bring it
let's
down
go
a notch,
forward.
yeah.
Like, you
This
know,
isn't a
you're
commercial.
doing your radio speech, right? Where we're
Yeah.
having a conversation. So that was a little hard. She became really good, but she's like very weird. But I do find her to be a big character. If you ever have a chance to talk to her, you should.
You will if you can.
We will.
No.
We will.
She'll do an interview. She would do an interview. Yeah, sure.
You think?
She
Cool.
probably would. Yeah, I
Cool.
think she would. I think that just about a lot of people, if you reach out to them, they'll say, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah. We've been pretty
Very,
fortunate.
very
you know.
fortunate.
I remember, and again, it was another like sort of media night thing where where it wasn't open to the public yet. It was like sneak preview, and this was an outdoor one. So like when you're outdoors in parts of it, like in the woods, it's like you feel like it's really happening to you.
Yeah.
And
To
I
me, it
just-
does. My mind plays tricks on me like it's
Yeah.
real.
So
It
I was
feels
with
real.
my friend Georgia, and we were walking through, and they broke us up, and like there was 4 of us, but they only would let us go two a pair at a time. And so we're walking through this giant aluminum tube outside, right? And all of a sudden you hear the chainsaw rev up. And yeah, I've been to haunts before where they've got, of course, the fake chainsaw, but you hear that rev up outside in a giant tube. I literally grabbed Georgia's arm and like drug her, sprinted like she was a football to get the hell away from the chainsaw guy.
It's funny when people get really scared. I took my nephew and he threw me into a wall.
Oh,
And
wow.
he's tall and he doesn't look like somebody that would be scared. And he was so freaked out. And and once you start being freaked out, they'll come after you, right?
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
just-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is before we were filming too, because I just, like I said, I always love them. I just love haunted attractions so much.
Oh, yeah. No, they're awesome. They are awesome.
Oh,
Cool.
you
This has been
guys.
great. Yeah, this has
It
been
was
awesome.
really fun. I really enjoyed this.
That was part 2 of our conversation with Spooky Kisses. One thing I kept thinking about listening back to this episode is how many people in horror spaces talk about finally feeling accepted. Whether it's at a haunted attraction, a convention, online horror groups, or just bonding over movies that made you feel less alone growing up, there's something really comforting about finding people who love the same weird things you do. I think that's a big reason why horror means so much to so many of us. Also, I fully believe Corey would absolutely sacrifice another human being to escape a chainsaw scare actor if the situation called for it. I've seen enough evidence. Thanks again to Spooky Kisses for hanging out with us and sharing her love of horror, haunt culture, and the wonderfully weird community that comes with it. Until next time, remember our big question: is horror good for our mental wellness? Of course it is. The Horror Heals podcast is produced by Mosaic Multimedia LLC.